All right, so there is a pushback against vaccine mandates, and it is a beautiful thing, people. Human beings, free citizens in these United States of America are saying, I want to make decisions for myself. I don't want the government and a bunch of unaccountable bureaucrats to tell me what I have to do with my life. My privacy, my medical records, and my medical history is my business and my doctor's business. This is all good stuff. And we've seen a pushback from Southwest Airlines employees. We've seen a pushback from In-N-Out, which we'll get to in just a sec. And a huge pushback now from Chicago cops. Over 3,000 of them are now pushing back against Lori Lightfoot's vaccine mandate. Got about a minute's worth of video for you.
At least 2 memos have gone out since Friday's deadline. But this morning, the head of the police union says officers are holding the line.
The unofficial number we have is about over 3,200, so about a third of the department.
FOP President John Catanzara says that's the number of officers who haven't complied with the city's order to report their vaccination status to an online portal. He says those officers will be getting called in today, and once again, they'll be asked to do so.
If they refuse, it sounds like they're going to go into a no-pay status effective immediately.
Catanzara says this is no longer about the vaccine or personal beliefs, but about collective bargaining rights.
All of those things are a change in your employment policies. You have to negotiate with us what that looks like. The city has refused to do that.
2 memos have been sent out since Friday. The latest from Sunday involves consequences officers could face if they don't follow the city of Chicago's vaccination policy. That officer will become a subject of a disciplinary investigation that could, quote, result in a penalty up to and including separation from the Chicago Police Department. The memo goes on to say that sworn members of the department who retire while under an investigation may be denied retirement credentials. On Saturday, a different memo was sent out. It says days off now require approval from a deputy chief or above. CPD hasn't said if this is related to the ongoing tension between the police union and Mayor Lori Lightfoot over the city's vaccine mandate. But as of now, the union is not budging.
Our moniker all week has been hold the line for a reason.
Hold the line, that's right. Whether you're in a union or whether you're an individual trying to make some decisions for yourself. There's so much interesting stuff there. Now, of course, already, you get my feelings on vaccine mandates. Okay, fine. Now, I get it that the police are part of the government. They're not part of the federal government in this case. They're part of the Chicago, the city government, potentially the state government of Illinois. But these people are trying to make a statement for themselves. Now, what's really interesting about this is what the representative talks about there, that this affects their collective bargaining. So they go in and they negotiate their contracts and retirements and salaries and benefits and all of these things. And now the state, in essence, is just trying to change that right in front of them. And you heard that this could affect their retirement. They could take days off from them, suspend them, take away pay, all sorts of stuff. So I just want to be very clear. I stand 100% with these officers in Chicago. And by the way, Chicago does need officers. If you think for a moment that Chicago can afford to lose about 3,200 police officers out of about 9,000, roughly a third of them, well, they can't. There were 3 people killed in Chicago this weekend, 41 wounded in shootings across Chicago. We've got a graphic that we'll play next time. We've been working on a graphic for Chicago shootings. We just haven't covered it in a while. This flew at us at the last second. But the point is, these people need more police, not less police. And yes, everywhere they cut police, bad things happen. Less police, more crime. That's how it works. Logic, reason, yippity-dippity-doo. It's just bananas. So I stand with those people. And again, this is how we will fight back. Don't think that even Donald Trump or some other Republican you love, or even Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis, because he's a governor right now, he's intimately involved in this, and he's doing an incredible job in Florida making sure that these mandates won't stick and making sure people have choice. But even Ron DeSantis can't save you if you live in Florida. It still will come down to you and how you will live your life and what you will do at your place of business and where you work and all of those things. And to that point, speaking of places that could use some more policing, in San Francisco, a local In-N-Out franchise is fighting the power. The city of San Francisco temporarily closed an In-N-Out fast food restaurant over the company's refusal to force customers to prove that they are vaccinated against the coronavirus. We refuse to become the vaccination police for any government, Wenzinger declared, slamming the San Francisco Department of Health's requirements as unreasonable, invasive, and unsafe, and accusing the city of asking restaurants to segregate customers based on vaccine documentation. We fiercely disagree with any government dictate that forces a private company to discriminate against customers who choose to patronize their business, the statement said. This is clear governmental overreach and is intrusive, improper, and offensive. The store has since reopened, but indoor dining is not available. So as far as I know, not a franchise. Okay, so I'm getting some info. I like this. I like getting info on the fly. So In-N-Out are not franchised. They are all owned by the parent In-N-Out company. Still owned and operated by the Snyder family. So that's pretty fantastic. I actually thought they were a franchise, so that's really interesting. So normally when it's a franchise, it's like you're licensing the In-N-Out logo and all the stuff, but you own it. This is all owned by one family. So God bless these people. They're saying, hey, this is government overreach. It's not our job to do. I suspect that they're not forcing their employees to be vaccinated, but making some decisions for themselves. And by the way, once you make that decision as a business, especially a fast food joint where people are coming and going a lot, it's like people then can make the choice. Oh, I don't want to go there. Or I do want to go there because they're in line with my values. Or I'm afraid of going there because I'll die. You might make these choices. So that's the beauty of what freedom is. And yeah, it's a little messy, but it's a hell of a lot better than the alternative.